Hello learners, welcome once again to our virtual learning class. Today we have mathematics. Okay, we have mathematics and we'll be looking at what properties of basic operation. Properties of basic operation. Okay, properties of basic operations. But we'll be looking at what associative property today. We'll be looking at associative property today. Good. So let's look at our objective for today's lesson, or the objective for today's lesson. So at the end of the lesson, we should be able to understand that addition and multiplication are what? Associative. Okay. So at the end of the lesson, we should come to understanding that addition and multiplication are what? Associative, and subtraction and division are not what? Associative. Okay. Addition and multiplication are associative, but subtraction and division are not all associative. So at the end of the lesson, you should be able to understand that addition and multiplication are associative. Good. Let's look at our keywords, basic operations. Then we'll look at the basic operation. We have what? Plus or addition. Plus or addition. Then we have minus or subtraction. We have times or multiplication sign. Then we have the division sign. We have the division sign. Very good. Sorry. Division sign. Okay. Good. Now let's look at what we are saying that in associative property, only addition and multiplication are what? Associative. Okay. So the first thing we are going to look at today is what we are going to look at the associative property of what? Addition. Associative property of what? Addition. In commutative property, we learned that in commutative we deal with what? Two numbers, and the operations are multiplication and what? And additions. Okay, very good. But today we are going to look at what? Associative property. And in associative property, we deal with what? Three numbers. Take note. In commutative, we deal with all two numbers. Okay, but in associative, we are going to deal with what? Three numbers. Okay, so pay attention. Let's look at this example. We have 5 plus 8. So 1, 2, 3. So we have three what? Numbers. Good. So now, associative simply means what? Let's look at this scenario. Let's say we are going to church. Kofi, Ama, and Kwejo are going to church. Okay? So when they are going, Kofi and Ama, okay? Kofi and Ama hold their hands together. Okay? Kofi and Ama hold their hands together while Kwejo walk alone and they go to the church. Okay? But at the end, the three of them should reach the church. Okay, and when they get to the church, there must not be any change. Kwejo should not change to what? Aju. So when they get to the church, there must be Kofi, Ama, and what? And Kwejo. Good. Now let's look at it. When they are coming back, now Ama decided to hold hand with what? With Kwejo. So Kofi is what? Walking alone. But the same time when they get home, Kwejo must be at home, Kofi must be at home, and Ama must be at home. Okay, very good. And they must also be three. That's what you mean by associative. Good. Now let's look at some examples. Okay. So now the first one, when they are going to the church. This is Ama, Kofi, and Kwejo. So when they are going to the church, Ama and Kofi hold their hands together. Then Kwejo is walking alone. Okay, so when they are coming back, we say when they are coming back, Kwejo and Ama hold their hands together, and Kofi is walking alone, but they should all get to the same house. So we have Kwejo, Ama and Kofi are holding their hand, and Ama and Kwejo are holding their hand, and Kofi is alone, and Kofi is alone. Okay, so now let's try adding. Good. We have what? Kofi, the plus what? Ama and what? Kweju. Very good. Now let's look at this. We said that when they get to the church, they should be the same, and when they are coming home to, they should be what? The same. So let's add 5 plus 8. It will give us what? Good. That will be 13. Then plus what? 2. Good. Let's come here. When they are going, we have our 5 plus what? Then 5 plus 2, 8 plus 2. It will give us what? 10. Good. Now when we add 13 plus 5, 2, to give us what? 15. Now they have reached what? The church. And they are the same. They are for the same number. Then let's look at this. Then 5 plus 10 is same what? 15. Now they are coming back from the church and they have their what? Of the same number. Okay. So now when we get a different answer here and different answer here, then we are saying that the operation is not what? Associative. Okay. Then we say that the operation is not what? Associative. So over here we can say that the operation here, that is the addition, is what? Is associative. Okay. We are learning to prove that addition and multiplication are what? Associative property, or they are what? Associative. Good. Now let's come back to the next example. Let's look at the next example. Now we have Uncle Kofi. Now when they are going in the next example, when they are going to the church, Uncle Kofi is walking alone. Amma decided to who how it all. Uncle Kweju. Okay, let's look at it and see if when they get to the church, they will be of the same number. When they are of the same number, they will see the operation is what? Associative. Okay, very good. Let's see. So now they are coming back. So Kofi and Amma will be holding their hands together. So we have Kofi 2 plus what? Amma. Then they are holding their hands together. Then Uncle Kweju is what? Alone. Very good. Now let's add. We have 2 plus 3 plus 4 is what? 7. This will be equal to, let's add 2 plus what? 3 will be what? 5. Then plus the 4. Good. Now let's add 2 plus 7 is what? 9. Then 5 plus 4 is also what? 9. So we can see that when they are going, they are the same, which is what? 9. And when they are coming back from the home too, though the way they go, they didn't come back like that, but they have the same what? Answer. Okay, very good. They have the same what? Answer. Very good. So we are saying that if the answers are different, then it means the operation is not what? It's not associative. Let's look at this example. Let's look at what? Subtraction. So we have 2 minus what? Let's look at this and see. So we are saying that subtraction is not what? Associative. So we are saying that multiplication and addition are what? Associative. So let's try the subtraction and see if we get the same what? Answer. Okay. Then we have 3 minus what? 4. This will be equal to, okay, now it will be what? 2 minus 3 bracket minus what? 4. Good. Now let's solve this one. 3 minus 4 will be what? Minus what? 1. Then we have 2. Okay. Minus. Then let's go. This one. 2 minus 3 will be what? Minus what? 1. Okay. Then minus what? 4. This is minus 4. Okay. Very good. Now let's try to do what? To look at this. So this one is minus minus, so it becomes positive. So we have 2 plus what? 1, which will give us what? 3. Which will give us 3. Now let's look at this. This minus 1 minus 4. So to give us what? Minus 5. Look at it. This is what? Minus 5, and this what? Plus what? 3. That is positive what? 3. So you can see that subtraction is not what? associative. Take notice. Okay, very good. Now I would like to bring the lesson to an end, and until we meet again, have a nice day. Bye bye.